Hello guys, welcome to weekly outlook here on the DXY, the pound USD and gold. Quickly on DXY, we've seen last week price rolling down all the way to 104 regions here. From the bigger time frame perspective, if we roll over to the daily time frame here on the DXY, we can see how price have come back to these regions multiple times. 104 regions, it held off here, held off here, held off here, now it's back at that region. Normally what we would anticipate is a little rejection here, but when price keep hitting a particular region, it might be looking to break it. So this time around, it's possible that price wants to break the regions of 104, but before we get that break, we might get a little bit of a pullback. All right, so two things. Back on the 4 hours time frame, I might be anticipating a little bit of pullback to these regions before a continuation to possibly break and continue, or we can just get that break right over going into next week. So we might just get a break, a retest, a continuation, okay, maybe to 103.50, 103 regions, that we might see. And we can also get a fake out. Note this, we might get a fake out by price coming a little bit to 103.89, reject, and then still come back and pull all the way back up. All right, we might get that. And the second analysis we might be seeing is price rejecting this region. We'll get a pullback to maybe this previous resistance region it held off in the lower time frame, before we continue to the downside, or we might just play around these regions here, before we continue to the downside, retesting 104, possibly a break, a retest, and then that continuation we're looking out for. Okay, these are the possible scenarios. Or we might see price start to consolidate around this region before that breakout. Okay, price might start consolidating around this region before continuing. All right, this is what we might possibly get to see here on the DXY this coming week. Okay, that being said, we'll roll over to pound USD. Over here on the pound USD, inverse correlation with the DXY, we might get a pullback to the downside and then a continuation to the upside. If we pull over on the daily time frame here, we'll see how price has traveled, creating higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We've created another higher high. In a couple of days, we might see a pullback to create a higher low before a continuation to the upside. The overall target is a possibility that price might want to come retest 1.31 region here on the pound USD. That being said, looking at how price has positioned itself on the 4 hours time frame, we might anticipate that price market open, we get a pullback to these regions here, and then it will have a continuation to the upside. We'll have a break, continuation, a break, a retest, and then a continuation to the upside. Or we could possibly just have that continuation, price open, we have that break up, retest, and continuation. Okay, that being said, if we pull up our Fibonacci retracement tool to play around with, we could see if we place our price here to this point, a retracement is possible to these regions of 50% retracement region, and maybe an overextension to like 61.8 region. That's very much possible. So it's correlating with the point that I'm looking at for a possible pullback before this continuation to the regions of $1.31. Okay, that being said, if we take this out, maybe, yeah, basically this is the fib I'm looking out for. But if we're looking at this longer or bigger one here from this point here, which is around July, we might see that price might, the overextension of seeing price come back all the way to 1.2800 regions here. We might get to see that. It's possible. But that would be an overextension. My possible scenarios or areas that I might want to see price retest is 1.2890. To get all the way to this region is possible, but yeah, let's see how price goes. But possibly is pullback, continuation to the upside. So we're looking at for maybe a structure for that pullback in the lower time frames, maybe like 1 hour time frame, and then position ourselves for buy continuations around these regions or these regions here. That said, let's head on to gold. Gold is also looking very possible to the upside. So we might just the confluences are all here. This is not the perfect trend line, but let me take that out for now. We're looking at this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and so on. So we're looking at new high created. At market open, we might want to see price just continue or pull back to touch this trend line one more time. So I might want to just see something, something like this, pull back to this region one more time, create maybe like a double bottom, and then we'll continue to the upside to see price come back to these highs. Or we might want to see something of this nature here. Okay, we might want to see price, breakout of this resistance created here last week, retest it, and then we can see price to the upside. As simple as that. That's what I'll be looking out for here on gold, and that'll be that for that. I hope we back some peeps this week, and let's see how price plays out. I'll see you guys for weekly recap during the weekends, and do enjoy the rest of your weekend or enjoy your week. Ciao.